Hello, how do I do my daily chart analysis of large cap stocks for swing trading purposes? I have an easy swing trading strategy that I use, and I like to call it long option long swing trading strategy. We are going to use that to analyze 4 stocks on our watch list. The first one is LLY, and we are using Think of Swing platform. For that strategy, we use large cap. We use maximum daily chart, and LLY is open. So based on that strategy, we trace our support line that we like to buy at, and they are long uptrend lines passing by the value of the mountain designed by the chart, and we compare where the price is currently to that line. And once we purchase the stock, we'll be doing the analysis, comparing where the price is right now to where we want to exit, which is going to be the next new high. And once it reaches that level, we'll compare how the stock's price is behaving to the previous time when it reached that new high, to see if it continued to go higher or if it fell sharply from there. And so in this instance, LLY, we purchased it in 2024 right around where it reached a new high, and it fell from there. So, and that pretty much means that trend line ended, and now it's working on the downside of the mountain going to the valley, and is creating lower highs along the way. Yesterday, not Friday though, we are doing the analysis on September 14, 2025, analyzing the stocks after the market closed on Friday the 12th. So on Friday, the ending day price was lower than the morning price. Therefore, the price dropped that day, displayed by a red bar and a red highlighted price. The stocks is far from the support line, the valley line, the lowest price we will want to pay for it. But although we are already trapping it, buying it at a very high price, we traded in 2024 using short uptrend line swing trading strategy, and traded multiple times. That's why we have those arrows there. The arrow pointing up shows where we bought them, the one pointing down shows where we sold them, and then we bought it again there after making profit. Along the way, we bought it again, and it was done with that trend and start going down. So we got trapped in it because we do not want to sell it at a loss. So the next one we are going to analyze is MA. So MA is pretty much going up, is making a wide mountain though. This, we highlighted those 2 lines to buy at, but not knowing for sure if this is going to be the new valley line or if at some point it's going to come back to this. I will assume it might come back to this one, but we highlighted those 2, and right now it reached a new high. From the last time it touched base with this line, it reached multiple new high, pulling back to this secondary support line. Maybe if that's a wide mountain, that will be the upside wall of the mountain, resting on it and moving back up. I don't know why that arrow is there. Let's take that one out. Moving back up and pulling back on it and creating new high along the way. Move back to it again earlier this year and created a new highs again. So at this point, I'm not sure if this is going to be the new support line, but if it's not, at some point it will continue to go down. So we are just going to continue observing it. It reached a new high not too long ago, and Friday the price went down. It's on a short downtrend here, but again, I don't know if it's resting a little bit before turning back again or what. And it's not in our portfolio, that's why it's not highlighted like LLY. But again, it's not at a position we'll buy it. MANH is highlighted because we have it in our portfolio and we must have purchased it this year based on the color of the highlight. So MANH is making a wide mountain, went up and pull back all the way down to this valley line. You can see compared to the previous one we just analyzed, even though it touched base with this line for maybe 2 years or so, it pulled back to this one. And that's why compared to the other one, I don't know if at some point it'll do the same thing. Instead of making this the future support line, it might just be the upside wall of the mountain, and at some point we'll work on the downside wall of the mountain, resting on it all the way to the valley, rest, and then start going up. So this one we traded last year as well, using that short version of the trend line strategy, and then we just stopped after we sold it right before it reached a new high. And we just right at the end of 2024, as we are thinking about using long upturn and swing trading strategy in 2025. So we just kept observing it. When it reached the valley line, and having purchased it multiple times already, once it reached the valley line and start going up, we purchased some after it reached, and we saw a few. You see that short line that I have there? When I have higher lows there, that low higher than the previous one, I didn't see multiple version of it before I purchased it, because that was just the lowest price I'm willing to pay for it. But and then it pulled back again and went a little bit below that line before start going up. So I got trapped in it for a short period of time until it reached where I bought it, and then start going up from there. Friday the price dropped, but in overall we have unrealized profits in this purchase. Now that we have it in our portfolio, our main analysis will be to see where the price is to the next, to the potential exit point, which will be the next new high. So it might take a while to get there. It might take a while to get there, as it's going to be going up, pulling back, going up, pulling back along the way, just by looking at the pattern of the chart. So this strategy tend to use the past behavior of the chart to see there is a pattern there that will keep repeating itself, and that is those type of stocks that I like to compile on my watch list to use to swing trade. So the next one we are going to analyze is MAR. And MAR we purchase it as well. And you can see each one of them has their own unique chart pattern. For this one, we only have one line that we trace it to buy at, and you can see our transactions in 2024 and 2025 with our long option and swing trading strategy. We just waited when it got close to the trend line, the valley line. I like to use those terminology so that it's easy for us down to earth to understand it, because the chart, even though we can call it swings, I like to call them mountain to make it simple for you and I to understand it. So I was not sure it's going to go down past the line or not, or if it's just going to stay up and then start going up from there. Although comparing it to the previous time, it didn't go down, it just barely touched it with a green bar, a price rise bar during that day, and start going up from there. So when I saw I was comfortable with where it is, I just purchased it. It did that as well around that line. It touched base with it with a green price bar, similar there as well. Might be a thing for that company, but then I purchased it. But guess what, it did go touch base with it, went a little bit below it, and then continue. So we got trapped there for a little bit, not long, maybe in March, about 2 months or so. The date is on the y-axis and the price is, the date is on the x-axis and the price on the y-axis. So you can see that it's not about timing and rise, but it's about you are okay paying that price for it. If it goes down lower, are you okay staying in the trade until it comes back to your level? Are you confident on that stocks to buy and keep it negative in your portfolio until it becomes positive? Once you are confident with it, based on the money you are trying to spend on that purchase, during that purchase, you can purchase it. Although it's good to just make sure, especially if you have not traded that stocks before. You see the way we traded multiple times. If you are not confident with the stock is new in your watch list, you might want to aim to see few higher lows, and then at the green bar that follow a pullback that is higher than the previous pullback, you can make your purchase. Like pretty much when you start seeing an uptrend line in the short period of time, a long uptrend line, you can buy. It's just you are looking for a guarantee that it's done going down, is ready to start going up. But again, it's good to compare how it's behaving there to the previous time it touched base with that support line where you want to buy it, to see if it lingered there for a while or if it start going up right away. It might help you make your decision to see if you want to wait a little bit observing it or if you just want to buy. It might help you minimize the time you will get trapped in the trade, waiting for the stocks to be ready to start climbing the mountain, the next mountain again. But and you can see that in those two instances, this one and the previous one, we purchased it, but then it went lower before it start going up. So Friday the price dropped that day as well, but in overall I think is on its way to the peak of the mountain, is ready to leave the valley, start climbing the mountain again, and we bought it at the valley. Therefore our analysis will be to be seen where the price is to where the next new high is going to be. The next new high is just going to be a price higher than the previous one, and then the highlight will pop up saying that's a new high. And because we are using a maximum daily chart, is showing us uptime highest price there based on because it's maximum. So they are large caps, upward large caps, so they keep making higher reaching higher price, historical type of things. So, and that's why I like to use a maximum daily chart because I'm using those parameters, those indicators, the valley line and the next new high, to base my purchase and my sales decision on. Besides that, I do not use the other indicator, and really that's just the support line and as the entry point. Like, you don't buy right on it but around it. Once you start seeing higher lows and the next new high as the exit point to see the next new high, it's good to analyze it on the daily basis if you can. But because they are large cap stocks, they do not change position much on a short period of time. Therefore, when it reach a new high, one day it might pull back a little bit and reach a new high again, and so forth. It might do that, depending on what kind of stocks you are. If you are trading, once they reach that new high, they might pull back, reach it again, pull back, reach it again, pull back, and so forth. Once it reaches in the next new high, you will decide based on previous behavior if you want to stay a little bit longer in the trade, or if you want to lock in your profit and get out. Thank you so much for watching our videos. We thank you very much for your time. We thank you very much for all your comments. We thank you very much all that subscribe to our channel. I'm Afiavi Liberman, growth of Liberman Consulting L.L.C. YouTube channel, and in nasop.com, our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. I'm not saying to quit your job. I'm just saying having options. And swing trading is one way to make money. Just start small. One trade, one share at a time. And once you are confident on the strategy you are using and the stocks you are trading using that strategy, you know that from $1 profit after you pay all your fees, if that's the profit from buying one share, to make $2 profit, you just buy 2 shares, and to make $3 profit, you just buy 3 shares, and so forth. And once you are confident in your ability to swing trade using the strategy you are using, you just buy more share to increase your profit without taking any unnecessary risk, but the risk you are comfortable with in your skin and you can sleep at night, even if you have negative stocks in your portfolio, because you know that at some point they will go up, and that is just their pattern. They goes up, they goes down, they go up, they go down. Thank you so much for your time. Do you swing trade? Which strategy do you use? Would you please share your answer with us in the description, in the comment section of this video? And for more videos related to stocks, investment, and swing trading, would you please check the links to those playlists in the description section of this video. Thank you.